Hey, how you doing today? My name's Alex, and I'd like to just offer some information about my experience with the Potential U. The last, call it 10 years, I'm 45, last 10 years, I've certainly been getting heavier, and it wasn't unnoticed. And what happened was I would try different things with my wife. We tried, like Weight Watchers or word of mouth, types of things, and nothing, no program in the sense where, I was reading a book or finding things online, but, everybody kind of knows what to do to lose weight. It's just a matter of how you do it. And it was about, mid-January, where after a vacation, where it was a little bit all you can eat, I hit 200 pounds, and it was ridiculous. It was the first time I've ever looked at myself and be like, you're gross. And I had like 5 chins. And so what happened was a guy at work knew Matt from growing up and said that he has this program. And obviously I'm a little dubious at first, but I'm like, I'll give it a try. I talked to Matt. It sounded pretty exciting, actually. And so what I did was I went in full force. I didn't go in thinking, I'll give it a try or we'll see what it's like. I went in, saying I'm going to do this, and that was really kind of new. I've always said, I'm going to do this, but it'll be like 2 or 3 weeks, and then I kind of revert back to my old ways, and so the old ways where I work is obvious. It's if you knew where I work, it's pizza subs, Chinese food, fast food, wings and burritos, all within a 300-yard radius of my office. And I never brought my own lunch in, and it adds up too. I mean, it gets expensive, and you're going out. I never brought in lunch, and at dinner, we eat dinner, but sometimes you're late, and I get a call, can you pick up pizza for the kids or something like that, and of course you can't turn that down. So I went in full force, and my expectations originally, Matt had said, what's your goal? And at that time I was 195, and I said, my goal's 175. That's what I was in college. He said, that's easy. I'm like, all right, let's do it. And so I went in full force again, like I said, and some of the things that were interesting was that everything was kind of, there was a schedule. Like we had a daily kind of check-in, short 3-minute video or something like that, and just some kind of tips of the day. And then once a week we would do a video chat with everybody. And I thought that was helpful. It's every Tuesday night. It was 8:00. My wife and I did it together. So we'd sit down and we'd see, and it was really funny. We saw everybody. I don't know anybody. We saw them all on the video, and throughout the 90 days, people got thinner, and everybody got thinner. The faces changed, and so that was really encouraging. But the other thing is, I thought 90 days, that's a good amount of time. I can stick to that. I never stick to anything for more than, a few weeks. And it was pretty easy. What I actually thought was the thing that made it easy was not just that, we had the once a week, video chats or any kind of daily, check-in. Daily check-in, I'm overstating. It's very simple. But what made it easy was that I was never hungry. And I've done it, like I said, I've done other programs, and I'm like counting things or weighing things or measuring stuff. And, I'm on the go. I get, 2 kids. I'm busy at work. I like to go out and do stuff. And that makes it so that it's not long-term, for me. And this was not only, was I not hungry, which was surprising. In fact, it didn't even register that I wasn't hungry until like the second month. I'm like, I'm not even hungry. This is weird. And so that made it so it was easy. And what I also did was I changed certain habits, right? For example, I never went to the grocery store. My wife always went, she got food and stuff like that. But I started going, and I started enjoying going to the grocery store. This is great. The grill, it was pretty dusty outside. I was grilling a bunch, and just the food was just so much better. And the kids were like, this is awesome. getting, burgers and steak and kebabs and all sorts of great stuff. A lot of vegetables on the grill, things I hadn't really done before. Doing that, a couple times a night, and turns out it's not that hard to do. It's just about the same time as cooking something else. So again, that makes it so it's pretty easy. The other thing that was encouraging was, again, 90 days is short. If you think right now when you're watching this video, what did I do 3 months ago? It's probably, a school vacation. You remember that. That was just the other day. So 90 days is not much. And, again, we're busy. I don't see people sometimes for 90 days or a few months. And so I started seeing people, and I'm down, now it's 30 pounds, which is insane. I'm 165, so it's 30 pounds. It's below my college weight. Things are just totally not fitting the same, just fit great. Like all the things that made me look like I have a huge stomach, totally flat. I walk around now like the summertime, no shirt on, which is ridiculous. And people are like, "Oh my God, what did you do?" And so I'm getting a lot of very interesting feedback from friends I hadn't seen in a long time, meaning, sometimes 6 months, sometimes a year, or a few months, or even a few weeks. They're like, "What are you doing? You only have one chin now." And so that's, again, encouraging, across the board. You kind of makes you feel pretty good. Like, wow, just all it was, stop eating pizza subs, Chinese food, chicken wings, and fast food and burritos, right? That, and of course, replacing it with other things. The other habit, which was, for me, I do a lot of, traveling, ski, go to Cape or in a car and stuff. And I'd always fill up or before I got on the road, go to the gas station and I'd get a bunch of snacks, drinks and snacks. And that adds up. So, right now I'm bringing my lunch to work, bringing snacks I keep in the office, like nuts and other things, that keep me full. And I'm not going to the store to get, bags of chips or sodas and all this other stuff that I would normally do. And so I'm saving I'm saving a ton of money. But the other thing is I'm not missing any other stuff, which I thought I would. And, my kids, they'll be like, "Can you get Chinese food?" And I'm like, "Sure." So I'll get it. It smells awesome in the car. But when I get home, I have something else. And so that's an example. Or another would be, like getting the kids, a bunch of pizzas when they have friends come over. It's pretty hard to turn down the meat pizza. But I look at it, I'm like, not interested. And so that to me was a major change in my behavior. And not only do I not really miss it, I also go out with friends to bars and restaurants sometimes, and I look around and I look at people eating these huge, burgers and fries and massive meals. And I just look at them and I don't say anything or do any critique, but I kind of look at them and say, "Wow, that was totally me just 90 days ago." So I highly recommend the program. If anybody, I'm the most dubious of these types of things. And if it worked for me, going from, like I said, losing 30 pounds, that's easy if I can do it. But hopefully try it out. Good luck. And I'm sure it'll be very successful. Talk